Alright, here's the scenario in Ultimate Driving. You've collected $800,000 and you want to buy a supercar, but which one? You have two options, or two good options as of right now, unless you want to bargain out and buy the 720S, the Lamborghini Aventador and the Ford GT. I got both of them right here. We're going to compare them and see which one I prefer. Size-wise, buy the Aventador. If you want size, get the Aventador. That's just size. Like, look how much bigger it is in comparison to the GT. It's taller, longer, and wider. It's also got these really cool day runnings. That's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna launch it here. If you want to know how to do launch control, it's not that hard. I'll show you. So step 1. Put it into manual mode. Shift it down into neutral. Then rev the engine. And then press M to switch back into automatic. And then R immediately to boost. And that's launch control. And this car is really good at launch. You just saw it there. We're almost at full speed. Can go 219 miles an hour apparently. That's what it says in the shop. It's also pretty good at crashing if you get stuck. Very common trait of supercars in Ultimate Driving. Anyway, let's take off this way. Going on Cape Henlopen. We're going to go on to Angler Island, turn around, drive back, head over to South, race, then do the same thing with the GT and see which one's better. Oh, that was a nice two-wheel. Although one thing this car does not have is it's all-wheel drive. I was going to say it doesn't have no burnouts. But it's all-wheel drive, so it cannot burn out in this game. So if you want burnouts, you have to avoid this car. Or you have to get the GT is what I was going to say. But yeah, if you want burnouts, avoid this car and buy the Ford GT. Unless you don't want the Ford GT and you want something else. Then like get a McLaren 720S or a SALeEn S7. Which is 50k more. Anyway, I forgot to tell the prices of these cars. This one is $799,000. And the GT that is somewhere over there is $800,000. It's a $1,000 difference, so nobody really cares. 240 miles an hour with the boost, pretty good for 800k. I was gonna say 799k. The S7, 50k more, can hit that speed without boost. So if you really want speed, just save up 50k more and get the S7. Yeah, we're getting nearly 219 miles an hour. Not fully, but we are maintaining speeds near it. And it's not bouncing or losing control. Very stable car. Always in control. Okay, maybe not always. But it's very controllable. That's what I'll say. It's got these really sick headlights, and I like that about it. I put it in orange, and it's one of those few cars that can pull off orange pretty good in the game. The other ones are like the ZR1 and I don't know what else can, but I know the ZR1 and this are pretty good at pulling off orange. Handbrake turn, and there's a charger here. I'm going to set a race to Woodbury and time it. Alright, I'm going to let my boost recharge. Okay, he's waiting here. I don't know what he's doing. He might be inviting me to a race, and if he is, I'm going to decline it. Alright, getting ready, and we are going to go. That charger needs to go fast. I'm going to crash into him. It's going to ruin this car's time. Bam, all at the start of the race to go. It's off to a pretty good start, almost at full speed already. So, pretty good acceleration. That's what I'll say about this car. Very good acceleration, pretty good for the price. And if you're like really exhausted and don't feel like driving a dozen miles to get the GT, just get this. It's worth it. But if you want to have like $300,000 left or something, get the 720S. It goes about the same speed, it's cheaper, it makes less money, but it still goes the same speed. So yeah, and this is our exit. Alright, time to try to make a handbrake turn, and that is horrible. If I were to not do that, I would have probably gotten it in like 53 or 54. Last time I did this, I got 58, and that Volkswagen Beetle or whatever, that's an AE86, is playing music that I bet you was copyrighted, and I don't want to get copyrighted. So yeah, that's what you get for playing that copyrighted music. Yeah, you're this dude has Roblox inside his 886. Alright then. Well, that was easy. All he had to do is just wait for his partner to get out. Now I can put the chat away. And now it's time to use the Ford GT 800K, smaller car of the two. And it's also rear-wheel drive. It's also got it's got less cylinders by 6. Yeah, this is a V12 and this is a V6. Shocking that the V6 is more expensive. Although this thing has 2 things the Aventador, actually 3 things the Aventador doesn't. A secondary color in the stripes, a movable spoiler, and the ability to spin the rear end tires and do burnouts. We're gonna launch it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, if I were to tell you which one has a better launch, Aventador. Aventador has the better launch. GT has the better looks, in my opinion. You might like the Aventador better, and that's your opinion. This is my opinion, and I prefer the GT. And once again, like the Aventador, I crashed there. Going full throttle. And by the way, if you're looking for a car for its exclusivity, and you want a car that's like not very common to see, you're just gonna have to save up 80k more than both of these cars and get the Carrera GT. It's not very good, but it's rare, which is why it's rare, because it's not very good. And we're gonna start accelerating here. I bought this car as one of my main grinding cars. Makes $1,100, so it's $1 more than the Aventador, which makes $10.99. And I'm also seeming to not know how to drive this car. Alright, let's go. Hitting 200. It says it can hit 217, so it's tied with the P1 Centenario as the 10th fastest car in the game. Yeah. So yay. But if you want speed, like I said, there's the SALeEn 7 twin turbo for a reason. Yeah, we're stable around 217 miles an hour. So just like the Aventador, pretty stable. I'd say the Aventador is slightly more stable. But they're still pretty good cars. And sun is rising, so I can turn off the headlights. The sunrise in this game is pretty good for Roblox. And the detail as well. Going 212 miles an hour. That's the most common speed I around hit with this car. I've driven this car a lot. I used it to buy the Senna. So yeah. Anyway, now oh wow, I almost forgot the race. You can do a front wheel drive right out. Well, actually it's rear wheel drive. Just that, well, if you use a rear-wheel drive car in reverse, it's front-wheel drive, basically. Alright, let's see if I can not screw up the last turn in this car like I did with the Aventador. Go. Picking up the speed. Yeah. 230, 220. They about hit the same speed with boost. So they have the same speed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Other than the Aventador is much more easier to get in real life. Okay, why am I bringing real life in? Because why not? Well, the Aventador you can just go buy one off the used market or buy one new. You have to apply for a GT and they're in limited production. So like, if you wanna rare car. The GT in real life, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing so much better with this car. I don't know why I'm doing so much better than this car, and I'm doing so much worse than the Aventador. 56, 180. Had I not screwed up in the Aventador, I probably would have pulled around the same time. So which car to buy? Well, it all comes down to preference and what you want. You want all-wheel drive and good launches and a very high-end Italian brand, the Aventador is your choice. But if you want rear-wheel drive, a movable spoiler, secondary color, and I would say the better looking car, get the Ford GT. And if you want speed, yeah, none of these cars are going to do very well. Okay, they do pretty good, is what I meant to say. But if you want speed, just save up 50k more and buy the SALeEn S7. But overall, if I were to choose what car to buy, I would have gone with the Aventador now. I liked the GT, but after owning this Aventador, I'd prefer driving the Aventador over the GT. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.